Here, mutt! Commander Katz sent me. I'm supposed to find the soldiers who went missing. It seems one of them is in your infirmary.
Yes, Mishek. He's lying over there, and will remain lying for long. He was badly stabbed, and it will take weeks before he comes to his senses.
But I need to talk to him.
Then, you shall have to wait. When he was brought here, he was mumbling about some wagon on a place called Lota. But then he passed out and did not awake again.
Isn't there anything we can do? I don't need him to be healed, just to wake up for a while. What if we brew something with mint? That wakes me up like nothing else.
That is not such a bad idea, Henry. One can make a decoction from beryllium and mint, which is called cockerel potion. It will not heal the poor wretch, but it might wake him up for a bit. But it must be very strong. Not like what is sold by the quacks around here.
Hold on. I have something like that here.
And is it a strong enough decoction?
We'll soon find out.
Very well, friend. I will try to trust you.
All right. We'll see if I brewed it properly.
Whoa. What's happening? Where am I?
Calm down, Mishek. How are you feeling?
Like I was kicked in the head by a horse. Wait. How do you know who I am?
No, we don't have time for introductions. I need to know what happened to you and the others you went to Sedlets with.
Oh, that. What do you want to know?
What actually happened? Start at the beginning and don't leave anything out.
We were riding to Sedlets, me and 6 others. We were taking some gifts or something. A couple of crates with some valuables and a kind of painted chest with some documents. Karel and Francex talked the others into nicking the stuff and doing a runner. But I was against it, so they jumped me.
So it was your friends who did this to you?
I told them I wouldn't rat on them. But they said they'd make sure I wouldn't. Francex pounced on me and stuck a knife in my belly. But I managed to push him off and took to my heels. All I can remember is running somewhere, and then I came over all dizzy.
The document you were carrying, where is it? What's in it?
I've no idea. Katz didn't tell us anything, and I can't read. Some report for the king, most likely.
I need to know where the rest of the men who are riding with you to Sedlets are. I have to find them.
I'm not sure. We talked about Lotta. It seems there's a sawmill there they could hide in. So maybe they're there. Listen, will I be all right? What are my chances? I don't feel well. What's wrong with me?
The brew is wearing off, most likely.
I'm going to die, aren't I?
No, you're not going to die. But you won't be on active duty anytime soon. You need to rest.
Rest? Yes, I should. Get my strength back.
Thanks for your help. I think I know where to go now.
Excellent, my friend. Finally, someone who understands my craft a little. Perhaps you could help me here sometime. Good luck with your task. Kasagin the manje.
You are in the foul temper today, aren't you? For fuck's sake.
God bless you, good man. I have some wares for sale.
Good day.
Another mongrel.
You look like you've come a long way.
Sir, igen, that is true. We are in this god-forsaken country for 8 horn up now. A month. And not out of fucking choice. My brothers and I nearly died at the border. When was it? Harom Napal Ezelöt.
What language is that? Where are you from?
Kerlek, Baratom, Andreas Kampa, Fustian merchant, at your service.
I'd wager that's the Cumanic tongue, isn't it?
Nem, I hail from Kashau on the banks of the Hornad in Upper Hungary, but I am no Cuman. I am in the fabric trade, and our Fustian is the very finest cotton cloth. Ninchosa Foghato.
What happened to you? Were you robbed?
Igen a Franzba. They ambushed and wounded both my brothers, so I alone must go to King Sigmund now.
Sigismund? What's your business with that scoundrel?
Das ist schwierig. Sigmund promised trading rights to our town of Kaschau. But when he got the Geld, he left without sealing the decree.
So he deceived you?
Igen, you could say that.
So you're a Hungarian merchant? A subject of King Sigismund?
Igen, and what of it? Sigmund himself is in Bohemia now. Nein, I am coming einfach to him all the way from Kaschau with a message from our Stadtrat. He must agree with our important trading rights.
Do you have anything to sell?
Igen. Natürlich. Kerem, come take a look. I hope you've...
wagon in the proud colours. This must be the missing soldiers. I reckon they won't be too pleased to see me. I have to find a painted chest with a charter and then make myself scarce. Sit and stay.
What the fuck are you doing here? Get lost if you value your life! What do you want, then?
I've only come for one document. That's all I want from you.
What fucking document? Hold on. You mean that parchment we were taking to Sedlitz? Dobrodele. A fella hopes to get his hands on something worth running off for, but all that's in that fucking chest is useless shit and some stupid fucking parchment. Hey, how come you know about it?
I found Mishek, and he told me everything.
Dobrodele. So he survived and sent you after us? That's not like him.
No, not after you. Just to get the charter. He said he can't go back to the camp without it.
Ah, I see. So how shall we do this?
Why did you quit the army, anyway? I reckon that's a bit risky.
Unlike battling all the time, you mean? We were just fed up with it. Sleeping in a shitty tent, never getting a proper meal, and on top of that, all this slaughtering.
What do you plan to do? You can't hide forever.
We'll take everything worth anything. Hunt for something to eat, and take to the hills. Every man for himself. With a bit of luck, they'll forget about us in a month or two, and we'll be able to go back to Prague.
Why did you try to kill Mishek? I get that you wanted to run away, but that poor wretch didn't do anything wrong.
Poor wretch? He's a fucking coward. He'd never have gone along with us, and he'd have spilt the beans as soon as Catch looked at him sideways. We had to get rid of him.
Well, there's no point dragging this out, is there? Just give me the charter, and I'll be on my way.
And you'll leave us be?
Go wherever you like. I just need the parchment.
All right. It's up in the loft in the painted chest. You can take it. There's a ladder in the chamber. And you never saw us. Right. About time. Pashko told me he saw a dancing bear at the fair in Podjebrad.
Pashko? He's a Pole, isn't he?
No, he's Silesian.
Aye. Those Silesians seem to see dancing bears wherever they go. Odd folks.
I'd like to see one. But I've seen a talking bird, so why not a dancing bear?
What? What do you want about now?
When I was working on the vineyard, this noble fella came by one day and he had a
Funny
falcon.
name. Why, do you know the falcon who can talk?
Falcons can't talk. Everyone knows that. No, he had a baby, and he could talk.
Right. Falcons can't. Ravens chat it up like nobody business, eh?
Don't believe me then. I mean, it wasn't really talking. More like imitating singing a song.
What song?
I don't know. Some Latin ditty.
Oh, so not only did the ravens sing, it was a Latin scholar as well. Ah, it sounds like that bird was cleverer than you. It's always handy having a local who can help us out.
At least I saw something interesting. Not really. Well, all you can do is crack jokes.
Don't get your knickers in a twist, lad. Ride all the way to Vienna if you want. Maybe you'll meet some other talented animals along the way. Like a cow that plays the bagpipes, or a pig who can say the Lord's Prayer.
If you're going to the camp, watch out for Crow. He's dodgy, he is.
I've no intention of getting myself killed for any fucking Sigismund.
Why did I ever set foot out of Prague? Warring against your own people, what's that all about?
Take the charter and get lost.
Come here. Go.
I'm sorry. Taking it easy.
I can tell from just looking at you.
You're looking at the Prague Regiment's newest recruit.
I was wondering why I had a sudden urge to kick your backside. I'll tell Zizka and the others to get ready for the ambush. How's the departure for Sedlets looking?
Kat said some soldiers of his have gone missing. They had with them some charter they can't leave without. He sent me to find it.
So what are you doing here? Waiting for me to bake you some cakes for the journey or what? I'm getting fed up with playing the bath maid.
Gifeli!
Finish!
I'm sorry.
It happens.
Just watch
Don't think I can't see you. I'm in no mood for nonsense, so no messing about, got it?
Ah, don't worry. I'm a saint.
You'd better be.
You really won't have anything to drink?
You know it is forbidden for me.
What bodyguard would care if someone has a drink?
The kind who cares about people's health.
It's peculiar, even so. I just don't understand anything anymore. The world has changed, friend. War has changed.
War? War never changes.
What? You used to need skills to train with weapons. Short to be a real soldier. Nowadays, you can be the best warrior far and wide.
I've come about that charter you're looking for.
Have you got it?
Yes.
By Christ, Henry. All them men couldn't find it, and you just come strolling in. And the soldiers who were taking it to Sedlets? Did you find them as well?
Aye. But they weren't planning to go to Sedlets. They deserted, and were hiding out in the sawmill near Lahota.
Horsons. Where are they now? What did you do with them?
I was lucky enough to catch them off their guard. They're dead.
You took them all on by yourself? You must have been damn fucking lucky. That's your mission accomplished, then. You're one of us from now on, Henry. Here, take our Loffen Rock and wear it with pride. And you know what? I think you should get paid right now.
So we can move out from the camp at last?
First things first. You know the first thing every real soldier does when he gets paid? He gets shit drunk! Musa, did you hear that? Henry here found us that stupid document.
And he dealt with the traitors. Perhaps even too well for my taste.
Let them rot in hell, the horsens.
And what now? Will you head out for Sedlets?
The sooner the better. Don't tell me you'll miss me.
It is just that you have not finished telling me the story of George and the dragon.
Really? All right, but telling a story like that needs a proper drink first. You too, Henry. Drink.
As you command, sir. To the Praggers.
Long live the Praggers. At last I don't have to drink alone. Moose is not much of a drinking companion, see?
Alcohol and gambling may have their uses, but they are also sinful, and much more sinful than beneficial. I mean, look at yourself. A man should have 4 humors in his body, but you have replaced them all with alcohol.
You're no saint yourself. I've heard from the bathhouse wenches how you can't take your eyes off them.
Every creature is beautiful and noble, for Allah created them thus. I'm just admiring his work.
You've got a way with words, I'll give you that. All the more reason I don't understand why you don't drink and play dice.
I simply do not want to.
But I fucking do. So come on, Henry. You'll play with me at least.
Nah, why not? Let's have a game.
That's the spirit. You're a man after my own heart.
Careful, friend. Winning money off the captain is never a good idea.
We'll see whose side luck is on today. Are you being cautious or cowardly? Aye, that'll do. That's enough for me. My God.
Shit! How could I have lost?
Glory to the victors, honor to the defeated. You'll get me back next time, sir.
You bet I will. I'll pluck you like a chicken. And now for a drink.
And so St. George hops on his white steed, and he rides to the lake, where he sees a huge mountain with a cave at the bottom. Stench of sulfur, it's wafting from it. And so he shouts at the top of his lungs into the cave and says, "Come out, dragon! I challenge you to a fight!" And so, all of a sudden, the mountain moves, and massive dragon looks down at George and says, "Sir Knight, I accept your challenge, but why the fuck are you shouting up my arse?" I love that, sir. Up his arse.
Sir, you have to come with me quickly. The surgeon too.
Can't you see we're in the middle of serious debate?
No, please, come quickly, before it's too late.
What's going on?
This is Chatan. He leads the Cumans.
He has been stabbed. Tuts bezeni. Kitchen out the west.
Who did it?
We will not get anything out of him in this state. We must get him to the infirmary before he bleeds to death.
Will someone please explain to me what the fuck is going on here?
They said they just found him like this.
These two, they were on guard in the tower, and out of the blue they heard a scream.
When his men find out about this, we'll be lucky to not end up in the same position as him.
We've got to move him quickly. He's in plain sight here.
Quick, before it's too late.
I'll help you with him. You two. Go to the gate. Don't let anyone in. You got it?
What are your orders, Lord of Burblaka?
What do you think? Catch the bastard who did it!
Well, that never would have occurred to me. We're lucky to have you here.
Don't make me mad. If your men had done their sentry duty properly, we could have spared ourselves this fuck-up.
I'll deal with Aldebert and Radovan, don't you worry. But now we have to do something.
All right. You search this place, and I'll go to see Chertan in the infirmary.
Right now? What good can you do there? Be better if you help me here.
Do what I said and don't concern yourself with me. I'll go where I want, when I want.
Fine. Go to hell for all I care. So, Henry, Chertan's at death's door. Musa is up to his elbows in his guts. Grosov won't do a fucking thing. And I'm pissed out of my head. I'd like to hear any suggestions.
Well, the most important thing is to keep this hushed up. Things will really go to shit if anyone finds out.
It's true. Doesn't take much to get that Kuman rabble's blood up. I don't want to end up in a goulash. We're gonna have to sort this out. Being a commander here is a right pain in the arse. Soldiering was different in my day. Nobody would have dared stab an officer right in the camp. Kurva! You know what, soldier? I'm gonna go and take care of something in my tent for a while. And you take a torch and search this place.
All right. Go and get some rest, and I'll take a look around.
What do you fucking mean, rest? I'm going to have a think. Fucking and drinking until they're all slow.
Where else should I look? Feels like I've already looked everywhere.
How should I know? Above all, scout where Chertan was stabbed, right? Have you been by the powder store? And maybe take a look around the front area where Grozov and I have our tents. Take a look near Chertan's tent as well. There might be something there. Oh, and don't forget the guard tower at the back there.
Couldn't we just forget about what's going on here and leave for Sedlets now? Grozov's in charge here. Let him deal with it. What's more, it might not be safe for you here. What if you end up like Chertan?
What the fuck do you take me for? I'm not some chicken heart. And can you imagine what King Sigismund would think if he found out? No chance. We're not moving from here till we find out who stabbed Chertan.
And lo and behold, where might this trail of blood lead to? Yeah, Catherine was right. I'll never get such a massive cannon out of here. I have to get Katz to move it out of the camp somehow. Oh, there's powder all over the place. One spark and the whole store will be blown sky high. Are the soldiers really so lax? Or could there be more to it than that? Well, well. So the watchmen were boozing instead of watching. The guards must have seen something from here. If they weren't drinking, that is. If this is how they all guard this camp, we could torch the place to the ground and no one would notice. I reckon I should take another look around Chertan's tent. Someone washed off some blood here. So this is where Chertan lives. That's one serious lock. There must be something important inside. So Grozov owes Chertan money. Sakra! Was it you who found Chertan?
Aye. Me and my comrade there.
I need to ask you a couple of questions.
I don't know nothing. We didn't do nothing.
You really didn't see anything? You're standing there on the tower, and you don't hear a man getting murdered? That's a bit odd, isn't it?
Are you deaf? I told you we didn't notice nothing.
No, I believe you. But that only tells me you weren't taking your guard duty as seriously as you claim you were.
Well, it's possible.
What's possible?
It's possible we dozed off for a while.
Oh, Christ. I knew it. You two were asleep up there.
No, we might have just shut one eye for a moment, but we wasn't sleeping. We'd have noticed if anything happened there. But before Chertan started yelling, it was all peace and quiet.
What did you do when you found Chertan?
It all happened so fast. Before we could come to our senses and decide what to do, Crow turned up.
Crow?
Aye. He heard the racket and came to see what was going on. And I'll tell you, when he saw Chertan, he went as pale as a ghost. But he snapped out of it quick and told us to wait for him to go and get cats. If it wasn't for him, Chertan would have bled to death there.
How did you find Chertan?
I don't remember too well. I remember we heard someone yelling. So we ran down to the ammunition store, and there he was on the ground.
As far as I know, there were two of you on guard duty on the tower. What's the other soldier like?
Him? God's teeth. He's the most annoying bloke I've ever met. Can't keep his mouth shut. A complete twat.
Anyone can be a bit of a twat sometimes.
But he out-twats them all. He never stops banging on about the most run-of-the-mill things. Like, he was living in a cave until now. I tried to tell him I'm not fucking interested, but he doesn't take any notice. Between you and me, it's quite a relief that this business with Chertan shut him up for a while.
How did you find Chertan, actually?
We heard yelling, so we went to take a look. I don't miss nothing, see? And there was Chertan, crawling in pool of the blood and babbling something. But I don't understand their gibberish, do I?
There were two of you on guard duty, yeah? What's the other soldier like?
Him? He's a good pal of mine. The best in the whole camp. Always happy to listen to what I have to say, and that's plenty, believe me. The things I've seen since we left Prague. I'd never have dreamt of some of the things I've seen in this world.
Right. I've searched the whole place.
Did you find anything?
I found out a lot of things. I found some wine in the tower at the back, for instance. Most likely the guards had had a skinful, because otherwise they'd have noticed the murderer washing his hands in the tub by the stables. What do you say?
Well, I'm fed up with this fucking camp. You know what? From now on, I only want to hear stuff if it's truly important. I don't give a shit about the rest. Let's go to the infirmary instead and take a look at Chertan. Maybe Musa's already finished with him.
Where the fuck have you been all this time? While you lot have been playing with cocks up there, Chertan croaked.
What? Musa couldn't save him?
That fucking sawbone of yours finished him off, more like. He took one of his pagan potions and poured it down his throat.
Why would Musa do something like that? You think he'd sit with us all evening like everything was fine, and then decide out of the blue to kill someone?
Can someone explain what the fuck happened here?
Chetan's dead. Not from his wounds. He was poisoned. So Grozav is right about that. But he could not be more wrong about the rest.
How dare you, you foreign dog!
Calm down, sir. Go on, Musa.
When Chetan was brought here, he was bleeding heavily, and his wounds needed stitching. But he survived. Then I gave him some wine to prepare him for treatment. That is the usual procedure. But what was not usual was that he started vomiting blood. And then he died.
I'd bet it was the wine that killed him. There's lots of poisons you could add to it, and nobody would notice. Well, until it's too late, of course.
You are probably right, my friend.
How come you even have wine here? You keep saying you're not allowed to drink.
As I said, I give it to wounded men to ease their pain and for certain complaints. At the right dose, it can be very beneficial. It is not all that common in my country, but I follow the teachings of the great scholar Ibn Sina. You Christians know him as Avicenna. I tried other alcohol as well, but drinking mead makes my patients worse. And if I give them beer, they almost always shit themselves.
That's enough. Keep an eye on this fiend till I bring the guards.
Wait, sir. As Henry here said, Musa was with us all evening. I have no idea what happened here, but Chetan was stabbed first. Musa couldn't have done that.
So, he's in league with someone else?
With one of the half-wits here, I doubt that.
Are you sure you're not trying to cover for him?
I beg your pardon.
Don't try that on me. I know very well you and that foreigner are best pals.
I will happily take an oath. I may not be a nobleman like you, but that doesn't mean I don't have my honor.
There's no way Musa is to blame. Even if he wanted to kill Chetan, he must have known that suspicion would fall on him first.
The lad's right.
Might I say a word about this matter?
You can be glad you're not in irons.
Please, sir, give me some time, and I will bring to you the real murderer. We won't leave this place until we clear this up. You have my word.
So I'm supposed to let a murderer go and put up with you in my camp meanwhile. Are you yanking my pizzle?
But, sir...
Silence! Musa will remain under guard in his tent. He will not speak to anyone until the royal justiciar arrives from Sedlets. He'll deal with him. And my advice to you two is to sit on your asses and twiddle your thumbs. If word gets out that Chetan's been done in, things will get pretty hot around here for all of us.
Where do you think you're going, Henry? Stay here and talk. What do you say to all this?
Well, sir, I may not understand what all this is about, but I think we should help Musa somehow.
I'm glad we see eye to eye on this.
Well, what are we going to do then?
That's what I'd like to know. We have to find the real murderer as quickly as possible. But what do I know about that? I'm not the royal justiciar.
What is this royal justiciar?
He's a crown official who makes sure the law is enforced in this land. His people catch and try all sorts of counterfeiters, rebels, aye, murderers too. Sigismund may not have appointed one yet, but I've heard he's put Steber of Steversitz in charge of this kind of thing. And if that's true, and Gorzov brings him here, we're all in the shit.
Who is this Stibor of Stebersitz?
A real big cheese, lad. He owns half of Upper Hungary. And you don't get that kind of wealth by being kind-hearted. Trust me.
You really don't have any idea what to do next?
How could I? We should probably talk to Musa. Find out exactly what happened.
But Grozov has him under guard.
And there's no way I can get to him. Everyone knows my face. But you could do it.
Me?
Who else, soldier? I need help. Someone I can trust. And you spent the whole evening with me, so you're not a suspect. You have to get rid of the guard somehow, and get to Musa.
All right. How much time do we have? To find the murderer, I mean.
I'm not sure. Grozov will most likely write a report to Sigismund, and delivering it to Sedlitz won't take long. Then he has to decide what to do next, which means sending the Royal Justiciar here. And how long can that take? I'd say we have 2 days or so.
All right. I'll try to distract the guard somehow.
Good idea. Grozov's men are all blockheads. It'll be easy as pie. And Henry, be careful. I'm depending on you.
That bastard. We're stuck here because of him. I hope Musa will know what to do. That bastard. We're stuck here because of him. I hope Musa will know what to do.
Good to see you.
Cheers. I hope you have an uneventful shift.
Stop, you bastard! Nobody's allowed in here.
All right, keep your hair on. I'm going.
Move your ass, then! In the south, I saw a land without end, all covered in sand.
We have to talk.
I hope it's important. The less we're seen together, the better.
Oh, you bet it's important. Someone poisoned Chertan, the Cuman's commander.
All right. That is bad. Damn it! You're not involved in this, are you?
No. But I have to find the murderer. Kat said he won't set off for Sedlitz until it's cleared up.
That old sod. He's never gonna get off that lazy arse of his.
Well, I think you already know everything important. I'd better be off.
Henry? What are you doing here? Grozav said...
Now, to hell with Grozav. Katz believes you didn't do it. We have to clear your name somehow.
I truly appreciate that. But I am not sure that is possible. Tinja sireye, mene mene sireye.
What?
It is a proverb from my country. It means the road to truth has many twists and turns.
Well, we'll straighten them all out. Don't worry. But I'm gonna need your help. What happened when you brought Chertan to the infirmary?
I already told you everything. We laid him on the table. Crow went his own way and I started cleaning Chertan's wounds. Then I gave him some wine to drink. And he suddenly began to shake and vomit blood soon after. He was dead.
And what happened next?
Then the noble lord of Borumlaka arrived and started to go mad.
Did Chertan say anything before he died?
He tried to, but my Hungarian is not as good as I thought. He was coughing so much that I could not understand anything.
What about that wine? Could I take a look at it?
Lord Grozav poured it away in anger before you arrived, so that I could not poison anyone else, he said.
He poured it away? When it could have helped us? The wine was evidence.
Evidence that here in Bohemia you will drink, even vinegar. It smelt and looked the same, as always. Except perhaps it was a little more cloudy.
Where was the wine from, actually?
A bathhouse maid brought it to me along with my clean laundry. A very pretty girl. Black hair, nicely built. Catherine, I think she's called.
Catherine? Are you sure?
Absolutely. But I doubt that she was mixed up in this. Chertan was not the first person I gave the wine to today. The wine must have been poisoned here, in my infirmary.
All right. But what now? How will we find the murderer?
I have done some thinking about that. After all, what else can I do here? The best thing would be to investigate the poison. Every poison has different effects. One makes your hair fall out. Another turns your guts inside out. If we discover what poison was used on Chertan, we just have to find it, and the mystery is solved.
Well, wouldn't it be enough to search the whole camp? I don't imagine many people here keep poison on them, eh?
You would be surprised, my friend. I may not be an expert, but I know that many everyday things are actually poisonous. What is more, you cannot just run around the camp searching people and then try to figure out which of that horde is the murderer.
How can we identify the poison, then?
That is not hard. I examine the dead body, I find the symptoms of the poison, and I compare them with known effects of poisons. That is, I would, if I could get out of here.
And could I help you somehow? I may not be as learned as you, but I do know how much herb Paris to put in a potion to make someone fall asleep but not die.
Excellent, my friend. Maybe we can manage this together. The first thing to do is to go to Chertan's corpse and examine it thoroughly. Arms, legs, face. You must remember everything that looks strange to you. In the infirmary, you'll find a chest. Take from it my almanac of poisons and compare what you saw with the symptoms described there. You can read, I hope.
Aye, pretty well.
Excellent. The chest is locked, but I trust you will manage somehow.
You have a whole book just about poisons? Where did you get it?
I bought it on my way here, in Moravia. I have not yet had time to study it properly, but please, do not mention it to anyone. It would not look good for someone in my situation to have such a book. You surely understand.
Right. Examine Chertan's body and read the book. I can manage that. Who do you think killed Chertan?
I have no idea. But What I do know is that we will not get anywhere if we suspect everyone in the camp. Who do you think is the prime suspect at this moment?
Couldn't it have been just about anyone?
It might seem so at first glance, but not when you give it some thought. Most of the people in the camp respected Chertan. And besides, not everyone can get up to the powder store.
Well, what do you think?
And I would bet that it was one of us who was there at the time. And because it cannot be you, me, or Katz, that leaves Grozav, Stephen, and the two guards. Someone should question them all. Maybe their statements will give something away.
Well, I don't have much time, but I'll try to talk to them.
I am very grateful, my friend.
What if we forgot about finding the murderer, and I just helped you escape? You'd be long gone before Grozav found out.
Thank you for the offer. But look at me. My appearance is a little conspicuous. There is nowhere for me to hide in this country. And even if I did get away by some miracle, they would punish you and Katz instead of me. I cannot allow that.
Musa said that Chertan was poisoned with wine you brought to the infirmary. It's not your doing, is it?
Do you think I'm stupid enough to spoil my own plans?
Was there anything strange about that wine?
It's the same gut rot everyone in the camp drinks.
Musa said it looked cloudy.
I don't know anything about that. It was clear when I took it to him. Oh, unless
someone mixed some poison into it. Well, I think you already know everything important. I'd better be off.